Brian Schmetzer. Coach, good evening.
Good evening. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. We'll start with a question of Jeremiah Oshan.
Yeah, Brian, how are things looking in Mexico? How was the flight over? Any sort of anything come up during the training you guys did today?
Nope. Sunny, warm, but not too hot. The stadium is actually really iconic in many ways. It's a great stadium. The guys were energized to be there. The field is perfect. It's a big field. I mean, it's a big field. Preki walked it off 118 by 76, he says, but I don't know if I trust him. But everything's good.
Jaira Evans.
Thanks, Brian, for taking the time. Wanted to ask if you had the opportunity at all to see New York's match last night. One of the things that you've messaged is scoring and 5 goals being tough, maybe possibly for Leon to top. So, that outcome, and how much did that factor in maybe to messaging or, kind of going forward for what you guys have to get done tomorrow?
Well, we all watch it, Jada. I mean, the guys are paying attention to scores around the world. There's Champions League in Europe as well as CONCACAF Champions League. So they're all watching a ton of soccer. And yeah, you can take some lessons there from the NYCFC game. You can never count your opponent out. They're hard games, So yeah, we all watched and we all tried to learn, and, it's not going to alter our game plan tremendously, but it certainly does help with the messaging.
Jesse Villalpando.
Gracias. Hi, Coach. Have a nice night. Welcome to Mexico. Coach, only one question. Jesse Villalpando from Esto Daily. What is the situation with Raúl Ruiz Díaz and Nico Ludeiro, who despite traveling to León and this day could not train?
Well, they're both traveling. We'll make final decisions on the rosters tomorrow. But it's very happy to have them back training with the team. I think that's important. We have some other injured guys. Jimmy Medranda came on the trip, Josh Atencio. There was a lot of players that are coming back from injury. And so, it's good that we have the group together. We'll need them not just for this game tomorrow night, but then also in Austin as well. So maybe if they don't play tomorrow, then they might see some minutes in Austin. But, our league is a hard league in many games, so we'll need everybody.
Masvita.
Yes, Brian, obviously big game for both teams. How important is in a game like this? How important is execution, just smart, good, fundamental soccer and resiliency? Because you never know what happens in games like this, but that ability to be resilient in a game like this.
I think we're a resilient group. We've been through lots of adversity over the last year and 3 months. We've missed significant players for significant amounts of times, and we've still done okay. The fundamentals, I think that's what I'd love to touch on as far as your question is concerned, Maz. Yeah, it's going to be all the small details that make the difference tomorrow for sure. Are our clearances good? Do you clear it for a corner kick, or do you clear it up the field for a throw-in? That small detail, when you defend and all of a sudden the ball lands at your feet, do you already know where your teammate is so you can connect the first pass? Because, they're going to counter press for sure. So all of those little nuances, all of those little details are going to be critical for tomorrow for us to be successful.
Nico Moreno.
Thank you, Coach. The stadium is sold out. It's got a max capacity of 32,000. I just kind of wanted to get your perspective and expectation on that, as well as some comments from Elias Hernandez this morning, who said that the whole plan is to pressure the team from the very beginning, from the start, and suffocate your team. I wanted to get your expectations and thoughts on both of those things. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure the Leon fans will come and voice their support for the team. I'm sure Senor Holland has a very good game plan ready for us. But, you know, we again have experienced players. We have players that have played in these types of situations before. So I think we're ready. You know, we'll do the best we can to, you know, try and limit their chances. And then obviously I think we have a very, you know, potent counterattack. We saw that at home already. So if they want to try and come and push forward and suffocate us, well then, you know, they might open themselves up once or twice, and, you know, maybe that's all we need.
Coach, thank you so much. We conclude the first part of the press conference. I would like to invite player Fredy Montero.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Jada Evans.
Thank you. Hi, Freddie. Thanks for taking the time. I wanted to ask, how do you get used to the altitude, you know, quickly? I heard that, or it's my understanding that it's even higher than Real Salt Lake. So how do you get adjusted to that quickly?
Well, it's not going to be the first time that I have to play in altitude in a city with more than 1,800 meters above the sea level. I believe so. And I believe that the body is, you know, has a memory, and tomorrow is not going to be that different than playing in Salt Lake or Colorado. The more we think about the altitude, the more it's going to be against us. So I just honestly don't think about it, and I focus more on be prepared physically, mentally, and rest for that game.
Felipe Maqueda.
Gracias, Freddy. Buena suerte. Mi pregunta es, ¿cómo trasladar el momento por el que Seattle Sounders pasa después de el triunfo contra el Lake Galaxy, desde luego que tienen contra León?
Sí, gracias. Con mucha humildad, con mucho sacrificio y con la unión de grupo que hemos mostrado hasta ahora, yo creo que esas van a ser las claves de extender nuestro buen rendimiento que hemos venido mostrando en los últimos partidos. Y para nadie es un secreto de que esa es una linda oportunidad para el club, para todos los jugadores que estamos aquí presentes, de hacer historia. Así que tenemos una motivación extra allí también.
Masvita.
Yeah. Okay, Freddie. Hey, just I know you're not nervous, but just how excited are you for tomorrow? Big game, you know, you could finish this off, big stadium, and you've been in big games like this. Just where are you at in terms of tomorrow?
To be honest, I am nervous. You know, that means that I am alive. That means that I'm enjoying this moment, and I am nervous. But my focus is, once the referee blows the whistle, you know, I have to be myself. I have to be able to focus on my game and help the team. But yeah, the rest of the guys, we are always, you know, talking about all the good things that we have done in the past, and we need to bring it into this game.
Jesse, go ahead.
Gracias. Hola, Freddy. Te saluda Jesse Villalpando del periódico Esto de México. Freddy, preguntarte, el tema de los equipos de la MLS siguen padeciendo muchos problemas en temas defensivos, Freddy, y te lo pregunto por lo que sucedió ayer en Guatemala con el New York City, que se quedó muy cerca de ser eliminado por Comunicaciones. Freddy, ¿consideras que los clubes de la MLS siguen padeciendo de este problema de ser quizás un poco vulnerables en defensa, sobre todo jugando fuera de Estados Unidos, Freddy? Muchas gracias.
Bueno, es difícil tener una respuesta clara a esa pregunta. Obviamente, yo soy parte de un plantel que va a jugar por un partido muy grande mañana, y nuestra confianza debe estar al 100%. Lo que pasó con New York, yo creo que todos vimos que Comunicaciones nunca se dio por vencido y continuó atacando los 90 más lo que los árbitros aumentaron en el tiempo extra. Así que es una enseñanza para nosotros. Aún no hemos empezado el juego. Sabemos de que tenemos la balanza un poco a nuestro favor, pero eso no quiere decir de que estemos nerviosos porque la estadística o porque En algún otro momento en el pasado los equipos de la MLS defensivamente no pudieron defender un resultado. Sigo confiando de que nuestro equipo está sólido. Hoy por hoy pasa por un buen momento tanto defensivamente como ofensivamente.
Final question with Nico Moreno.
Gracias. Fredy, dos preguntas rápidas. Uno, me gustaría saber cómo has visto a Rusnak crecer con el grupo y cómo lo ves en este momento desempeñando su tarea. Y segundo, cómo se enfrenta a un equipo que viene herido, que viene de derrotas, que a lo mejor va a querer sacar un buen resultado, obviamente, enfrente de un estadio completamente lleno. ¿Cómo se le quita el aire a ese estadio? Gracias.
Albert Rusnak está haciendo un gran trabajo, está haciendo lo que los entrenadores y lo que los partidos hoy por hoy están exigiendo. Un jugador con gran talento, un jugador con mucha dinámica, con mucha técnica y bueno, está ayudando en la parte defensiva también. Más allá de que aún no ha podido convertir gol, yo creo que su trabajo no es juzgado solamente por goles o asistencias directas que pueda tener, pero su influencia en el partido ha sido notoria, en especial si sabes de fútbol y de cómo funcionan las dinámicas dentro de un equipo, dentro de una cancha de fútbol. Así que nada, tu otra pregunta acerca de cómo silenciar el estadio, yo creo que el tiempo va a jugar a nuestro favor. Con más tiempo que nosotros alarguemos el 0-0, los fanáticos se van a frustrar. Obviamente esa puede ser un arma de doble filo para los equipos locales, especialmente cuando te exigen mucho. Un equipo grande como lo de León se van a empezar a desesperar si por ahí el equipo no está haciendo las cosas bien. Y bueno, nosotros utilizar esa oportunidad porque un gol, sea al minuto 1 o al minuto 90.
Great, thank you so much, and thank you to all media members. The video will be available at the CONCACAF Media Center.